guys, welcome back. In today's video I am taking you all outside and I'm going to share with you all how I refreshed my front porch for summer and also how I'm celebrating my seniors, class of 2020. I love you so much. My son Max and his girlfriend Skylar, they are both high school seniors this year, class of 2020, and because of the pandemic there's a stay-at-home order in my state. We're not allowed to go anywhere, and also their graduation has been canceled. We're hoping to celebrate at a later date and hopefully honor these kiddos then, but I wanted to go ahead and celebrate now. Now, their formal graduation would have been May 8th, and so I really hustled today to put together this amazing garland to celebrate for them and hopefully also just celebrate around the neighborhood. You know, the neighbors can drive by, maybe give them a honk. If you have a senior in your life right now, share some love with them, send them a sweet note, a message, anything to let them know that you're supporting them. I know this would have been a really tough thing for me to have gone through when I was a senior, so we're definitely here for you guys and we love you. Now, if you're not celebrating class of 2020 like I am, if you look a little closer back there, there's 2020 little signs that I put up in this banner, but you might want to do this kind of banner or garland to celebrate Americana or get really patriotic. So I think this might give you guys some ideas. I dug into my craft stash and I used everything that I already had between Christmas and Valentine's Day. I did have a lot of red and white decor, so just think about that when you go to decorate your front porch. And let me tell you, all of this red and white, these pops of color, they lifted my spirit. So I hope this video lifts your spirits as well. But without further ado, let me share with you guys how I created this super over the top, fabulous, festive summer garland. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take this little St. Patrick's Day sign. I never ended up using it, so I want to repurpose and reuse it to make a mini graduation sign for my banner. Now, I'm taking some Mod Podge, and I did get just a little bit too much here, but I do want a fairly generous amount because I'm going to make an outdoor sign, and even though this is under a covered porch, I do want this all to stick on really well. So I went ahead and Mod Podged some wrapping paper. I found this at the Target store last Christmas. It was on clearance. I picked it up for about 50 cents. Anyway, I just went ahead and Mod Podged it to this little sign. I smoothed out the ruffles, and then this little 2020 sign I printed out on regular printer paper, and then I'm just adding another layer of Mod Podge to the back, and then I do want to add a layer of Mod Podge to the front to kind of seal it. And I will tell you that when I added the layer to the front, it did make the colors run just a little bit, but that was okay. I'm really kind of fine with it looking a bit vintage. Again, this is what I'm using. This is what I have. So I just have to kind of roll with it. Normally I would probably run to the store and spend some money on some 2020 decor, but we are making do with what we have, and we are going to make it fabulous. So off with Mod Podge I go, giving it a nice heavy duty cover, and then once it dries, the Mod Podge does dry clear and it should be somewhat weather resistant. It's definitely, you're not going to want to leave something like this out in the rain, but under a covered porch it will be fine. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking the other part of this St. Patrick's Day sign and I'm going to use some Mod Podge, and I'm going to Mod Podge the back of this again. And again, I did just search the internet for free class of 2020 images that I could print out, and I found a couple of them and I just printed them out. And luckily for me, these 2020 images already came in our school colors, which was red and black. So I feel like I really lucked out on this one, but you could probably create these and change the colors if you wanted to, or even Google your school colors and you might come up with some different ideas. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to make a little kind of graduation faux outdoor tassel decor piece. I'm taking this piece of pizza box, the cardboard, and then I'm taking some Dollar Tree twine and I'm winding it around the cardboard. Now I'm taking some more Dollar Tree ribbon that I already had on hand. They actually had this out for the spring of 2020. It was so pretty, the white with the polka dots. And then I decided to add in some of the red and black because I wanted it to match my garland. So I'm going to make this piece of ribbon a bit smaller. So I'm just trimming it down right here. And then I'm going to go ahead again and loop it around my little piece of cardboard. I'm going to layer it with some more ribbon. You guys get creative. This is really a great way to use up scrap ribbon. And the length of my cardboard was probably about 7 or 8 inches, but you guys just make it as long as you want to make your tassel.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Once you have your tassel ribbons all together, you can go ahead and tie them off with a piece of ribbon or twine. I suggest to use a smaller piece of ribbon, and then you'll just take your scissors and you're going to cut the little loops apart, and that's going to make it into kind of like a frayed little tassel piece. These are so fun and relatively easy to make, and again, they're a great way to use up a lot of ribbon. And if you want more ribbon in strips, just use a wider ribbon and cut that ribbon down like I did kind of with the red and black one. And you can even add some beads to it if you like.
And I really wanna know.
Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I did another shamrock sign where I Mod Podged the wrapping paper to the front of the sign and then the 2020 overlay. And then I'm sharing with you guys kind of some little ideas for how you could put your tassel on there. I decided to take this ribbon and make a loopy bow. So you just take the ribbon and loop it over on itself several times. That's going to create a cute little bow for the top of your sign. And then I'm going to take some of this Dollar Tree twine. I'm going to trim it off and then take and use the twine to wrap around the center part of the bow. You can tie that off, and then a lot of the Dollar Tree signs have little holes in the top, so you can just take this and string it right through that hole, and then you can attach your ribbon. This is so easy peasy and a fun way to celebrate and repurpose and reuse some of those Dollar Tree signs that maybe you didn't end up using, like these St. Patrick's Day signs. I just didn't end up using these. Everything got so crazy busy during that time. So I'm adding a dab of hot glue and a pipe cleaner, and I just added a scrap piece of ribbon over that, and that is what I'm going to use to attach my garland or my sign to my garland. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm reusing these little heart felt pieces. These were off of a Valentine's Day sign that I had bought this season. I just pulled them off, and I'm going to add hot glue to the back of each felt heart piece, and I'm gluing them onto this pizza box. And then once I had them glued onto the pizza box, I wanted to trim them out of the pizza box in kind of big wide pieces, because then I'm going to go back in and trim them down just a little bit more.
I will keep on searching for my highs.
Now I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, and this is my trick again for the little pipe cleaner. Just add some hot glue, a pipe cleaner, and a piece of cardboard or scrap fabric, and that's going to create a little decor piece that you can add into a garland or a wreath or whatnot. Now for the next DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how I'm going to make this is what is called a terry bow right here. This is the terry bow. I like to use these on my garlands. Now usually I show you all the Olivia bow, but I wanted to show you all a different bow. I'm going to be using the Pro Bow the Hand. I have them linked in my Amazon store, but you can just Google them and buy them direct off Pro Bow the Hand website. I'm going to take this wired ribbon. You probably want to always use wired ribbon, but I've used a not wired ribbon before, and I'm just taking a piece of wire and I'm wrapping it around the ribbon, and then I'm wrapping it around this centerpiece. So I have this set up to do the terry bow, and the little wood pieces are what they call the hands with the Pro Bow the hands. So you just loop around this top edge, and then you take another piece of wire, and that's going to be kind of your anchor point. I will suggest that you guys go watch the Pro Bow the Hand video or the Terry Bow. I'm going to link them down below because they can give you some really good tutorials. I just kind of wing it with this and do my own thing a little bit. So this may not be the best tutorial to watch, but I did want to share with you guys kind of how easy it is to make this bow. I'm alternating colors, and then I also dovetail my ends as I go along. So I'm just adding in sections of ribbon and tying it off down there at the base. These are really fun to work with if you have problems with your hands. I will say they're a little bit more complicated than probably the Easy Bow Maker or my Olivia bow, and I will link my bow video down for you guys below if you're interested in that. But I did want to share with you guys kind of how fun this little bow maker is. It's always fun to see something new, even if this does look pretty complicated. Don't be afraid. I share with you guys really, really easy bow recipes, but this was kind of fun to do because I wanted to use a lot of different colors and have them look kind of wispy, which is what I feel this Terry bow does.
Even if the sky is falling down.
So for my garlands, I took and I repurposed and reused Christmas ribbon that I had bought on sale, and then to create my over-the-top graduate summer garland that's then going to be turned into a patriotic garland, I'm just taking and I'm using a Christmas tree garland, and I hung the Christmas tree garland on some nails, and then I'm adding some of this deco mesh. This is just Dollar Tree deco mesh left over from last Christmas. So you guys can get away with this though when you're decorating for patriotic decor or summer decor. You could do like a summer picnic theme, or you guys could go with what I'm doing and decorate for your favorite graduate. Of course, now I was lucky that our graduation colors again are red and black, so it wasn't too hard, but dig into your stash, find what you have, and have fun with it. I'm also adding in some loops of burlap. So to do this, I just take and I crisscross the evergreen over on themselves, and then I just kind of pull the loops out about every 10 to 12 inches. And then I decided to go for it with this silver garland. I got this at the thrift store last season during Christmas and never used it. So I added a layer of red garland and then the burlap and then this silver garland. The silver garland was a lot wider than the Dollar Tree deco mesh, so I'm not quite used to using this, but you can make bigger poofs and it makes a really over-the-top fabulous look in my opinion. But you guys, I do like a little bit over the top. So we're celebrating these kiddos. 2020, class of 2020, we love you, and we're going to celebrate regardless of the circumstances. Now, starting from the top, I am adding in some red deco mesh. Again, this was from my Christmas tree. So I'm just getting really creative and adding this in and around. I'm just crisscrossing the deco mesh over on itself with the little evergreen branches. And then I decided to add in one more layer of burlap. This is very similar to how I do the majority of my garlands. I also had this fun little red and white striped ribbon. So in my mind, I was thinking graduation, but I was also thinking I would really love to have this be left up for 4th of July. So then all I have to do is add in some red, white, and blue decor to the little spots where the 2020s are, or I might just leave it as is and just go for it this way. But I really had a lot of fun. So I ended up taking about 6 or 7 bows. The bow making process I suggest to make up in advance because it is the most time consuming part of this garland, but it's well worth it. And don't forget always to give your bow a good fluffing. So you can see I attached bows to the top and then to the side, and then I realized my screen door wasn't going to be able to open very well, so I called in my husband. He was out riding the bike today because it was such a beautiful day, but I called him in for his help, and he just went ahead and took a nail gun and just nailed that up. So now we can go in and out of the door without it causing as much trouble. So I got all my bows on, and then I went ahead and attached the little 2020 signs, and it was really coming along nicely.
Our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down.
So here is how this beautiful garland turned out. I framed it with a fresh fern on either side of my front door just to liven things up a bit. And then this little tablecloth I cut in half. It was just a stained old thrift store tablecloth. Tinky is loving it. She is having a cat nap. Say hello to Tinky the cat. I think a furry friend right now will really bring a smile to anyone's face. She is on full show. And then I just set out some red roses. These were from Dollar Tree during Valentine's Day. I pulled out so much different decor to try to make all this happen. There's a banner that we ordered online for my son. We love our seniors. We sure do. Class of 2020, we love you. We're praying for you. It is a blessing and an honor to have everybody home, truly, and everybody is safe and sound so far. Comment and let me know, how are you all doing? I really love for you guys to check in and let me know how you're doing. And as always, I ask for you to let me know which is your favorite DIY in this video. Will you be recreating any fun outdoor decor? Are you guys going a little bit crazy, thinking even maybe of starting on some Christmas ornaments? I don't know. You guys never know what I have up my sleeve. So anyway, I love y'all. It is a blessing and an honor to have you all here, and I really hope you enjoyed this fun little video.
I really wanna know, really wanna know.
So thank you all so much for joining me on this fun and fabulous DIY adventure. I hope it gives you guys some ideas on how to refresh your front porch for summer, to celebrate a senior, or just celebrate feeling patriotic. And red and white check are just great for summer anyway. It makes you feel like you need to go out on a picnic. And right now, during this pandemic, we just all need a little bit of lift to our spirits. So grab a broom, grab some throw pillows, try to get creative, just creating a little space inside or outside your home to celebrate and to keep your spirits up. Thank you guys again. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. If you guys are new, I do a ton of budget-friendly DIY home decor using mostly items from the Dollar Tree or the thrift store. I would love to have you join my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you are new. It's totally free. Click the bell. It will update you every time I post a new video. I also have Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. You guys pop over there. I share a ton of DIY videos, as well as I have a free Facebook group. It's Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook group page. And a lot of you all are connecting, making friends, sharing your DIY projects, and just really encouraging one another. Thank you. I love seeing all of your posts over there. Keep on posting, keep your spirits up, and keep sharing the crafty decor projects that you're working on. It's good to keep those hands busy and your mind busy, and that's great for your immune system as well. I also have Olivia's Romantic Home Instagram. Follow me over there. I say good morning to you all every morning with a good morning cup of coffee. I'm a total morning person. So, and I also just share more things that are going on behind the scenes, little sneak peeks, and some of my crazy family activities, which I don't really know how crazy I am, but it's kind of fun to see what other people have going on in their lives. So anyway, I love y'all. I'm hugging your hearts so tight. Please text or call a senior if you have one in your life. And class of 2020, I just want y'all to know how much we love you. We're praying for you and we're here for you. There's better times ahead, and we just love y'all so much. So remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. And until the next video, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.